Good morning, everybody. It is finally Friday, first day of the month, September the 1st. Good to see you. It is actually meteorological fall. Did I say that right? Meteorological fall. So maybe that means the weather's going to be cooling down. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up on Atlanta News First at noon. But this is in case you missed it. We want to talk about some of those top trending stories that you might not be caught up on. Maybe you weren't on the internet that much this week. Want to make sure that you know exactly what's going on in the world around you. I'm Lana Harris. This is the First Alert Desk. Let's jump right into it. Unfortunately, the first story is pretty sad. Maybe you know this guy. This is a notable figure for us in our country. This is Bill Pinkney, Captain Bill Pinkney. Family and friends are mourning the loss of him right now. He was the first black man to sail around the world solo from 1990 to 1992. Sadly, he died yesterday. He was actually here in Atlanta serving as an advisor for an upcoming documentary when he died unexpectedly. Now, the funeral arrangements haven't been announced just yet, but we will be keeping an eye on that. He was 87 years old. You know, you look at a picture of somebody with a smile that bright and just accomplishments like his, and you know what he must have gone through to get to those accomplishments as well. So I'm proud as I look at these pictures, and again, he unexpectedly passed. We'll let you know about those funeral arrangements when those are released. Okay, let's talk about Atlanta, Dragon Con. Have you ever been? I've actually never been. It's kind of a bucket list thing. Maybe you can go this weekend. It's back in town. They started coming out yesterday, and the outfits have been incredible. They have not disappointed. Got Wednesday Adams right there. I love Dragon Con. It just brings up the kid in me, makes me think about Halloween. So yeah, if you were downtown around Peachtree Center yesterday, you might have seen some of the people and some of the costumes. Tens of thousands of people flock to downtown for this every Labor Day weekend. And they celebrate all kinds of media, from TV to comics to animation. You can see pretty much every character under the sun, to include the inflatable dinosaur that we all love so much. So the most visible part of the event is actually going to be tomorrow. That's going to be the parade down Peachtree Street. That starts tomorrow morning, Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you want to see, get out there, get your spot. I don't think it's actually supposed to be that sweltering hot. It's supposed to be a pretty nice weekend to get out there and do that. Oh man, and while you're out there, why don't you enjoy a donut? This video is going to make your mouth water, okay? Krispy Kreme is re-releasing the strawberry glazed donut. Now, we all know and love the regular glazed donut with the strawberry on top, but this is a little extra razzle dazzle for you. Look at how they're made. Does that not look delicious? Starting today, Krispy Kreme is pretty much saying goodbye to summer with this release. So it's just the third time this sweet pink confection has been offered. It's only going to be available this weekend. So don't say you weren't warned, people. You got to go out there and get it this weekend. That's in case you missed it. Next story for you this morning is actually really funny, and I'll tell you why we can relate to this as a news station in just a second. This is about Gwyneth Paltrow. You know her from the Marvel movies, right? So she's asking Marvel fans to stop giving her a hard time about the fact that she's not playing Pepper Potts anymore. So she was responding to somebody who posted on her Instagram story demanding that she say why she stopped appearing in Marvel films. And in a video response, she playfully said to stop yelling at her because they only stopped using her character because Iron Man died. That was her man in the Marvel movies. So he's gone, she's gone. That's kind of how it works. She suggested fans call up Marvel and yell at them, not her. Now, I say that's funny from a news perspective because sometimes, you know, it's hard to know how these things work, right? And I've been in newsrooms, not here in Atlanta, but just in my career, I've been in places where people will call the news station and say, hey, we don't like this show. Why are you guys playing this show? And it's like, we don't have any control over that. We have very limited control over the programming that is not us on our news channel. So she had some fun with it, and she's a good sport. Loved her in those Marvel movies, by the way. So I can see why people would be disappointed. Okay, this one is just cool, especially because I'm a big volleyball fan myself. Look at this. Would you believe this is a crowd for a volleyball match? Insane. I mean, football games don't even get this kind of a turnout in football games. You know, people love their football. So this is an NCAA volleyball match. It just made history by hosting the largest crowd ever to witness a women's sporting event. It's according to the people at the University of Nebraska anyway. So their women's volleyball team hosted their in-state rivals. The crowd was 92,003 people deep. It was packed. Look at the wave. Oh man, I'm surprised they could even hear anything. This broke the world record for attendance and exceeded the stadium's official capacity by about 7,000 people. So that's for a volleyball game, you guys. Again, women's sports don't get the cred that it should. And I'm so glad all these people took this seriously enough to come out there and gave them the accolades they deserve. I bet it was a great game. I hope they won. You got to win when that many people come out to see you. Okay, let's get a quick look at your forecast before we go here. Man, I don't actually have your forecast, but I do have this live look outside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It is gorgeous outside. It's going to be a lot less hot than what we've seen. It's not going to be raining like it was at the beginning of the week. Again, we have your full forecast coming up on Atlanta News First at noon. But until then, I hope you have a great day.